Hey guys, Ryan the Nerd here. And thank you all for 800 subscribers! Thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it that we've hit 800 subscribers. So, this video is going to be a little bit different. Usually for, a big milestone like this one, I usually do a stupid skit that has no relation to the video itself, or I just sit in front of the camera and talk about how amazing all of you beautiful, wonderful people out there are. But this one, I decided to do a little bit different. So, I have always wanted to do a Q&A on this channel. I did a Q&A way back. I'm pretty sure it was like 4 years ago that I did one Q&A, and it was pretty bad. I didn't know how to do a Q&A. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing in a Q&A, but this time I decided to redeem myself because that video was actually cringe, and I was cringe, but now I am going to be redeeming myself. So, I have asked all of you wonderful people out there to ask me questions on my Instagram story, which, if you can follow me on Instagram, Rather Than Nerd Studios, or just Rather Than Nerd, actually. I don't have studios in my Instagram name. But anyway, so you can follow me on Instagram. And I've also used the community tab. This is the first time I've actually used the community tab. And you're going to be seeing a lot more of those community tabs on your feed from me. Because, man, I can't believe that I missed out on the community tab. Because I didn't know that smaller channels could actually use the community tab. Because before, it was only 1,000 subscribers that can use the community tab. And now, it's like around 500 subscribers that can use it. So, lucky for me, I guess. But anyway, so I've asked all the wonderful people on Instagram, and I've actually asked some of my friends to ask me some questions as well, on the DMs as well. And also some other people have asked DM me as well, by the way. Not just my friends, but some random people that I know. Well, not random people that I know, but random people. Anyway, who are a fan of the channel. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to get right into it. Before we begin the Q&A session, I just want to take a time to talk about some things. Number one, the end of this video is going to be a little bit more serious, where I am going to be shouting out some of my friends. And I will also be linking, if you want to follow these, some of my friends and some of these people who've asked me the questions on Instagram, I will reading out their username. And I will also put their usernames in the description box below, so you guys can go subscribe to them, and you guys can also follow some of those people as well. So I want to give some support back to those wonderful people. But anyway, further ado, let's stop talking, let's get into the questions, shall we? Alright, so the first question comes from my sister, believe it or not, Jordan_Adams 2010. So you can follow her. I'm not going to say follow them, because I'm pretty sure you guys are already going to follow them, because you guys are all terrific anyway. So she asked, what's your favorite part about creating videos? So, if you asked me this question, like, a year ago, Jordan, I probably would have said actually going out and filming the videos, like, filming it over here, my sheet's down, but that doesn't matter, like, filming here, or going outside and actually, filming the plush series that I usually do, which those are still fun. I do like, creating those videos and, creating the sets and all that stuff, and finding some, locations and stuff like that, and using my big brain imagination to use that. But now, for this year, my videos have been getting a sudden dip in quality, or a sudden uprise in quality, I should say, not a sudden dip, a sudden uprise of quality, because I've actually started to learn how to use editing for iMovie, and I love editing. I love splicing the videos together. I love using green screens. I love collecting the videos. I love making my own stupid memes and putting them into these videos. So yeah, editing is one of my favorite parts that I have used, that I've done in the recent years. The second question comes from Ancientmysticguy, which is my good friend Vivian. Are you a Morbius male? Every goddamn day of my life. The next question comes from my good friend Brandon, also known as BDog1805. What's your favorite review that you've done? My favorite review, by far, to date, right now, is the Dark of the Moon Laserbeak review. Now, the reason why this is my favorite review that I've done is because this toy, or this figure, I should say, whatever, it's still a toy, this figure is one of my childhood toys. I never had had this figure when I was younger. I've always wanted it. And now since I finally have it in my collection, I love it to bits. But that's one of the reasons why. The main reason why I like that review so much is because that's when I actually started to use the editing techniques I've learned from other people that I know and some YouTube tutorials. So that's why I love that review so much, because I put a lot of time and effort into editing that video. Our next question comes from Avery Crabcakes, also known as Avery. He's a good friend of mine. Where do you want to live when you're older? Where I want to live where I'm older is well, it's very hard because I want to live in certain different places that have a lot of opportunities. That's what I really want to say. I'm going to live somewhere where there's a lot of opportunities for me as a person, and a lot of opportunities for my future career, which is film directing. So I was thinking of going to Toronto, but Toronto is kind of a trashy place because, drugs and murder and all that stuff. So I don't really want to go to Toronto to do a film school. I'm probably going to go down to the United States or somewhere else in Canada that's a little bit, has a decent film school. But if I can't find any cities that are, in my budget or that I can't go to, I'm probably gonna have to go to Toronto or somewhere else to live. This question comes from Riley Walton 14, also known as my good friend, Riley, obviously. How was your day? My day has been doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Our next question comes from Ethan, also known as Erazd. I don't know how to pronounce your username. Ethan_board. So I'm just going to put his username in the description. So what is your favorite Funko Pop in your collection? That's not what he asked me, but he just said that your Funko Pops reviews are amazing. But I'm going to add to that. Well, thank you so much for, thank you so much for, saying that my Funko Pops reviews are amazing and everything like that. But my favorite Funko Pop in my collection has got to be, I have a lot of Funko Pops in my collection. This is only half of them. The rest is in my room. But, I feel like my favorite Funko Pop in my entire collection by far has got to be the Chamberlain Funko Pop from Age of Resistance, because I absolutely adore that Funko Pop. Because I'm a big Dark Crystal fan, and I'm also a big Funko Pop collector, and I'm really glad that I have that figure in my collection because he is one of my favorite characters from the show and movie. So yeah, that's my favorite Funko Pop. And also thank you for the nice comment, Ethan. Our next question comes from N_Wolf 2006, also known as my good friend Nolan, also known as Chicken815. Links in the description. Go subscribe to him, please. He needs a lot of subscribers. His videos are great. Please just go subscribe. So, my favorite Pokemon. I have actually decided to pick 3 of my favorite. Number 1, Charmander. Number 2, Pukumuku, which this is actually one of my number 1 favorite Pokemon, actually. And number 3, I should say, because I'm stupid, Mimikyu. So yeah, I just love all 3 of these beautiful Pokemon boys together. So I'm just going to put them to the side. There you go. So those are my 3 favorite Pokemon, if you're wondering. Our next question comes from Jamonsaw. When will you be posting more of your artwork? So I haven't been posting much of my drawings and animations for a while. Mostly because I don't have time. Actually, that's not true. I'm just lazy. I will be doing some more animations. I have a lot of ideas for new animations. I'm thinking of doing some more animation memes of, original characters and stuff like that, instead of, well-known characters or a movie that I like or something like that. And I also will be posting some of my artwork that I've done. So stay tuned for that, Jamin. Jamin Shaw. Also go follow him on Instagram. So our next question comes from Mario Hat Squirtle _YT, also known as my good friend Peyton. He says, "Yo, my G, my home slice, my bread slice. How are you doing, my best pal, Pally? I don't know. I can't read English properly. Super pal. So I'm doing amazing, Peyton. Thank you for asking. A lot of people ask me how my day was. My day's going fantastic. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. Thank you so much, Tane, for asking me that beautiful question. So our next question comes from my mom, also known as Crystalzielinski. no spaces. Who is your favorite character you have created? My favorite character that I've created has to be Swirls from the Nothing. Now, if you don't know who this beautiful baby boy is, this is Swirls from my really old plush series that I finished, like, what, 3-4 years ago or something like that, called The Nothing. There's a playlist on the channel if you want to go check it out if you're really interested. Now, Swirls here, the reason why he's my favorite character is because his design, because I really like his unique design that I've made, but also because this is when I started to actually get into making more original characters for series. So, he is the reason why I've been making so much original characters. When I was younger, before Swirls was even made, I used to make my plushes out of, felt. Well, not felt, but, sheets. So, like, old bed sheets, I would cut out the shape, and I will stuff them like I usually do with felt and all that stuff, where I take, like, 2D, two shapes of the body and just glue them together. But then I kind of stopped. But Swirls, on the other hand, is the one that I actually decided to make in 3D with felt, because I had a box of felt that I haven't used, that I didn't use, sorry. And so I decided to make him. And now, he's the reason why I started to make basically all of my, my felt characters that I use now for my things and all that. So yeah, he's the reason, he's the reason why he's my favorite character that I've created so far anyway. There's a lot of favorites that I have, like, Pointer from, Tales of Xanton, or, characters that I haven't used yet. But yeah, all these characters that I created, I really do enjoy, but Swirls has to be my favorite because he's the original guy that started the entire hellspawn that is making plushes of mine. So you can thank Swirls for my creation of all that. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. Our next question comes from, yet again, Brandon, also known as BDog1805. What's your favorite music type or genre? My favorite genre is either pop or anything that sounds good, in my opinion. I can't just pick one that sounds good. I can only pick pop because that's the one genre that I actually listen to pretty regularly, but sometimes I'll listen to, like, heavy metal that sounds good, or rock and roll that sounds good, or any other song, or country, or anything like that. Any song that sounds good to me, I'll listen to it and I'll love it forever. So I can't really pick just one genre, or I can't pick several because it's just really hard for me to choose. So pop or just anything that sounds good, in my opinion. So the next question comes from Mr. Underscore Doodles underscore 2. That's a crazy name. But anyway, they asked, how do you make your videos? So I make my videos, I edit my videos on a app called iMovie. That's where I, use the green screens and the photos and other memes that I found on the internet. I put them in the video and I'm like, there you go. Have fun with it, guys. Entertain yourselves. That's basically how I edit my videos with iMovie, and how I record my videos is with my iPhone. So I record all my videos on a tiny little iPhone with a tripod, and, set up and everything, but that's not really, how I make my videos. Well, I guess that's kind of how I make my videos. Usually my review table, is just a lamp. There used to be, you can see there's 2 lamps right there. That black one is the main one that I use. I used to use that lamp before I got the black one. So that silver one was the one where we moved into this house now. You can see in my older reviews, when we moved into this house, there was a glass panel underneath. There is still a glass, thing underneath, and I used that light. And the lighting was absolutely terrible because the lighting, the light that the lamp emitted was really ugly yellow. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. And since it's glass, it's going to reflect, and it just looks terrible. And then I also had some figures in the, the Constructicons. You can't really see, but there's a Devastator from Revenge of the Fallen. I had all those little tiny Constructicons along the side there, and that was really distracting because it would always focus not on the figure that I'm showing off, but all the figures behind the figure that I want to review. So, me and my dad, we got this white sheet. That lamp lamp later died, so there's no light bulb in it anymore. And he gave me that lamp with some tape over it, so it has a nice light emission. That's not too bright, so it doesn't, frick up the camera lens and, messes it all up. And then I just use tape to hold up the sheet there. It's very, very generic. And if you're wondering what all those things are, like right there where I'm pointing, you can't see. Yeah, there, nope, there, yeah, there, nope, there, there. So those are all my those are all my figures that I own. One of my favorite ones that I don't have any room to display on, because you can't see that shelf and that shelf and that shelf and that shelf above it, and there's like 4 more over there that are all taken up by other stuff. So those just sit there for now. And so yeah, that's basically what my setup looks like, and that's how I record my videos for technology standpoint, for phone and iMovie, and review setup. So that's how I make my videos. That went on for way too long. Now this question comes from my good friend Danny, also known as what's your username? Nezuko_Chan_. So she's a good friend of mine that I've known for quite a while, and she DM'd me, and she was like, I want to answer some of your story, and I was like, all right, bet. So she said, what inspired you to make your videos? So what inspired me to make videos? So if you go to my very first review from, when was that, like 2012? I don't even know when that review came out. I don't know. Don't ask me. It was a really crappy webcam video of me reviewing a Lego Batman set. And so I got inspiration from a Lego YouTuber. I can't remember what the YouTuber was called. Oh, I know that it was a YouTuber that did Lego. And so I wanted to make some Lego videos, and I only did one. And then after that, I kind of stopped making videos for like a long time. And then I started making FNAF videos, which I thought was going to be my main thing, because after that first video, the very first video I ever made, you can clearly see that there's a lot of FNAF videos. And they're really cringy, and I don't want to look at them ever. But after that, I just stopped making videos for over like a long ass time. I stopped making videos, and then suddenly I just came back again. I have no idea why I came back. Maybe because I wanted to do some more videos. But see, when I first started off, when I was a youngster and I was a cringy, stupid man, I wanted to make Lego reviews, like Lego videos, like Lego reviews and Lego stop motions, which I still kind of do that. I still do Lego reviews sometimes, and I still do stop motions sometimes. I haven't done a stop motion in like forever. And then after that, I wanted to do FNAF videos for like ever, and then I stopped, and then I made plush videos, and then after that, I started to make reviews, and then after that, I started to make plush videos. So it's very confusing, okay? So, I don't know what inspired me to make videos. I just started making them, and I have no idea why I'm even still on this YouTube channel. Because I love you guys, that's why, because I do it for you guys, because you guys are amazing. So, there's really no inspiration. Well, I guess the main inspiration was the Lego YouTuber that I don't remember, and then it was some other YouTubers, and then it was more YouTubers, and then it was even more YouTubers that got me to make videos. And now I just do it because I love it, because I like to make videos, and I also want to make people laugh, and whatever. So clearly, it did the trick, because we are at 800 subscribers. So clearly, me doing stupid videos and me doing epic videos, what I do now, apparently a lot of people like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's not the end of the video, but thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. But anyway, let's get on to our very last question. So this question comes from my good friend Gothrat. You can follow them on Instagram as well, and they're a good friend of mine. And they ask, if you could live in any movie or TV show, which TV show or movie would it be? Since I'm into dark and action type movies, and so I can't really choose one, because all the worlds in that are absolutely terrible. Like 9, for example. Who wants to live in a post-apocalyptic world where there is a giant robot trying to suck your soul out? Not a good idea to live in that world. I mean, it's a great world, but I wouldn't want to live in it. And 2001 Space Odyssey, one of my favorite movies ever. I don't want to live in that. No matter how much I love space, I don't want to get, trapped in a spaceship far out in space with an artificial intelligence that wants to murder me. I don't know why, but I don't want to live in the Discovery one. I don't want to live in that. I feel like the only movie that I can think that is not destroyed and not horrifying and not bloody and not want to kill me and everything wanting to kill me. I feel like the one world that I want to live in, or the one movie that I really want to live in, is the Dark Crystal. Now, I want to live in Dark Crystal Age of Resistance because Thra in that TV show is thriving. Not really thriving, but still thriving, where there are some animals and there's the plants and everything is nice and beautiful. So I would rather live in Dark Crystal Age of Resistance because I could probably avoid the Skeksis and I could probably avoid anything. I just sit underneath a branch or a tree or something like that and just stay there for the rest of my life until everything blows over, until I get my essence drained. So yeah, I would rather live in the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance than, probably, in 2001 Space Odyssey or 9 or any other horror movie that I like or any other movie in general that I like. So yeah, I know probably a lot of people are going to say, well, why did you pick Star Wars? You're clearly a Star Wars fan. Or why didn't you pick Danganronpa? Number one, Star Wars is absolutely terrible to live in because there's an ongoing war and people die. And Danganronpa is where you're basically trapped in a high school and you die. You're going to get murdered or you're going to be the killing. So probably not a good idea. I would say Gravity Falls because it is one of my favorite TV shows ever. But yet again, there's a demon, Villasuso, trying to enter your mind 24/7 to destroy the world. So yet again, not a good idea. But I feel like Dark Crystal Age of Resistance or Gravity Falls, besides Villasuso and besides the Skeksis, either of those two. This went on for way too long. I could have just said Gravity Falls or Dark Crystal and just said why. I went on a tangent. Again, like I always do. Since the Q&A is done, and thank you guys so much for, sending in your questions and all that stuff. But anyway, so I want to give a massive shout out to all of my friends that need some support or that have supported me. Number one, Brandon Walton. My God, he is one of the most genuine, nicest people I've ever met on Instagram or on YouTube in general. We met, I'm pretty sure I explained this like many times, but he saw my Rudy custom paint job review, that was a while back, and then we started chatting on Instagram, and now we're like best buds. He lives in the UK, nothing too special, but he has like over like 20 times more subscribers than I do, so please give him some support. He really deserves it. He's a nice guy. He does terrific videos. Another person that I want you guys to check out is another good friend of mine. His name is Ethan. Hold on, let me find his channel so I know his YouTube channel name. Where is it? A good friend of mine named Ethan Villasuso. Sorry to pronounce your last name wrong, Ethan. But I'll leave your channel in the description. So please go check out Ethan's channel because he does amazing. He also has like 10 times subscribers as mine, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that he's a terrific friend of mine, and he does basically the exact same videos that Brand does. They do the exact same genre of videos, not the exact same videos that they copy and paste, whatever. But he's also a terrific fan, terrific friend. Sorry, I have a bit of a lisp. I have 2 cold sores on my mouth, which isn't great doing this video. And another good friend of mine, his name is Raphael. Or it's hold on, let me find his channel so I know that I'm pronouncing his channel name right. And if I'm not, then you can just, so his channel is ItsRafBravo. He's another great friend of mine. He lives in Canada as well. So he's another great friend of mine. He does all kinds of different videos, like Lego reviews, gaming videos, and stuff like that. And he's a big Spider-Man fan, so please give him some support as well. His channel will also be linked in the description. Another friend of mine is Chicken8115. Nolan, as I said before. He's a terrific friend as well. You can also subscribe to his channel as well. He really needs the subscribers. And his videos are absolutely amazing. I love them. He does mostly Pokemon videos. So if you're really into that, please go subscribe to him as well. Another friend of mine that I want to give a shout out is Hat Squirtle, also known as my friend Tayton, and he does absolutely terrific. He does terrific mod videos with Mario Kart and Sonic and all that good stuff. Let's just say that his editing is 10 times better than mine. Just want to say that. And also, his drawing skills are absolutely superb than mine. So yeah. And he has only like 40, what does he have? It's something really low. Only 42 subscribers, and his videos are, he does 10 times better editing than mine. So please give him some support. Give everybody in this video support. All their Instagram pages will be linked down in the description. Their YouTube channels will also be linked in the description as well. So please give them some support. And also, please give anybody in the comments the support as well. Please subscribe to their channels. Please like their videos. Please comment on them as well. And also, I will try to answer some of your questions if you guys leave them in the comments below. So, but anyway, I think that this is a very successful Q&A video. And I hope that I can do it again. Because I'm still not good at it. But at least it's better than the old one that I did, which was cringe and crap, and it was terrible, and I hate it with a passion. But I think now is a terrific Q&A so far. So thank you guys so much for 800 subscribers, and thank you guys for all the questions that you gave me. And so yeah, that's about it for me, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't care what you do, but you guys know what time it is. So, bye, guys.